All right, hey y'all, it's your girl Denise here. When braiding goes wrong in Pennsylvania, New York, Florida, and it's a $1,500 fine, I wanted to come over here while I had some time. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I wanted to come over here while I had some time to show y'all this and present it to you the difficulties that, yeah, we're having in this hair braiding industry, as you can see. Okay. So let's get right into it. I won't hold y'all with none of this long stuff. All right. So right here, this is the case as you can see in the thumbnail in the Commonwealth Court of Pennsylvania. Um, this hair braider, Rima hair braider, she got sued by the Occupational Affairs of Cosmetology. She's the respondent. This all happened this year, April the 3rd, 2023. It was held before three judges. Three judges upheld this, and then it was filed, became back before another judge, and he gave his opinion, and it was filed again July 25th of 2023. And I think y'all should know this because it's very, very important. Here, as you can see, she was hit with the fine of $1,500. As I put in the title, she was given a cease and desist from being an unlicensed practice of cosmetology, including natural hair braiding. Right? She received a civil penalty. Now, that's where I'm saying they are adding the word natural in front of it to confuse people about hair braiding over here at the Occupational Affairs, all right, for cosmetology. Now, I'm not going to go through all 42 pages of this. Y'all know I will not hold y'all. I don't have time for that for y'all as well. But here on page 4 is where I wanted you all to see. Come back down, page 4. Okay. So on page 4, she was enrolled in Divine Beauty School in 2014. She tried to comply with everything they asked for. Did the 150-hour course. She paid over $1,000 plus she paid $25 every day for 3 days a week to be taught in English. But she couldn't finish the coursework due to her illness, and she couldn't finish because the school closed. See, Divine had closed. So she couldn't finish. Now, this was in Pennsylvania. Not only the reason why you see New York in the title, okay, because not only did she go to to Pennsylvania, she also has spent over $3,000 obtaining a cosmetology license and for natural hair braiding in other places like New York, Florida, and everything else. Now, what I want to get to is down here in the descending order that's on page 32 or 33, um, as we're going to get to down here. Okay. Because I want y'all to see these people is not playing. Right here, this is the Commonwealth, the hair braiding salon, this is the occupational license. Now, in this order, because Institute of Justice, first let me find Institute of Justice for you first because yeah, I want you to see that right here. The Institute of Justice, which describes itself as a nonprofit public interest law firm dedicated to defending American rights for private property, economic liberty, freedom of speech, and educational choices, also filed a letter of support. So they filed a letter of support for this lady, arguing that the occupational licensing laws intended to protect the public had gone too far. All right. So now let's get back down here to the order. Okay. All right. So let's get to page 34. All right. It's gonna go down. 34. All right. So down page 34. Let's just scroll down because I want y'all to see that in the order she had all these different. She had New York, Florida's license. All right. So this is and they rejected everything. Okay. They rejected everything, charged her with the $1,500 fine. All right, and it's all over occupational licensing. Now, understand the majority of they respectfully dissent. Okay, they saying they gonna dissent because they saying that the office, the hearing office, and the State Board of Cosmetology. The hearing office is the HOs or the administrative office. They preclude, so they prevent them from even arguing over this constitutional challenge when it got to these judges. Okay, so they dissent from it. They said that it was a statute for her to have the natural hair braiding license requirement. They're not talking about just a regular hair braiding requirement, license requirement. It's constitutional that the licensing statute for the rational basis. The last thing that we had in our hair braiding training over the rational basis, why they ordered that they needed to have some form of licensing. So as you can see, she has the beauty cultural law said that she needed to have the natural hair braiding. They put it in quotes. This is what they going off of. All right, specializing in these techniques as well. As you get on down here, they said that they reviewed it. They said that let's get to where they told her, yeah, you had a license and you have licenses. Okay, remember she said that she couldn't do it because she couldn't speak English. They said notably that they felt that she was unable to provide them with a natural hair license either for her salon or individually. So she didn't have a license for the salon or for herself. She failed to show that she even applied either to get a license. So she never even applied in Pennsylvania to get a license. She failed to establish and show them any type of application. All right. She does assert that she didn't speak English. And I don't know why she did that because if she went and got a license in New York and got a license in Florida, I'm sure she could speak English, but she hired an interpreter and everything. But right here, the board, they keep telling you that the board was the one that rejected the language hardship and precluded her from obtaining a license. See, so it's not them that's rejecting it. It's because she never got with the board. Just like her braiders have a board in intellectual property, she never got with them. All right. So it was insufficient. Even though she also failed to show her New York cosmetology certification. So she had already been in New York and had a cosmetology certification that she could have used if she had showed the evidence. However, she didn't. Right from the New York Academy. Right. Then, however, record is bare of the evidence concerning the subject's cover. So even though they was gonna let her do a New York license, they wanted to see the transcript, basically to see the subjects covered and everything else. All right, for the application. Right here it says require 300 hours of instruction, board approved subjects related to sanitation. So that's what they wanted to see that she never showed them. All right. Notably, the statute does not specifically require, all right, it does not specifically require that the instruction be taken in a Pennsylvania school. So she could have provided her transcript from another state and transferred and took the test there, but she didn't. So everything was insufficient. Right here, as you can see, similarly, she entered into the court record her register to practice natural hair braiding in Florida. So she had one in Florida. They still didn't accept it. Talking about the beauty cultural law contains a reciprocity provision that allows anyone who has practiced from a form of cosmetology for at least 2 years under the license from another state to obtain a Pennsylvania license from the board as satisfied that the standards provide licensure under the law of other states are substantially, see, they want them to be the substantially the same as Pennsylvania. So that means that they want, if you come in from another state, they weren't gonna take none from Florida. Florida only got 16 hours. You got to come in from another state that had 300 hours. And interchangeably, that's New York and Florida that's been working with each other. Tennessee is not even included as, from what I can see. However, she offered no evidence how long she had practiced in Florida. They didn't care because she didn't demonstrate, it wouldn't have been enough hours. Okay, so I wanted to show you that they put the burden of proof uh for a natural hair braider. She hadn't showed them any of that in the constitutional challenge over the licensing statute, whereas evidence of college schools do not provide instruction for related to natural hair braiding. So this all was over the licensing statute for occupational licensing for a licensing statute. Now I'm here to bring it to you to show you the difference. Here we are at Google. Occupational licensing in Wikipedia. Occupational licensing in Wikipedia says it's also called licensure, is a form of government regulation requiring a license to pursue a particular profession or vocation. So when they are saying all braiders professional, that's because in order to be a professional and have profession, they want you to have occupational licensing. However, let's just go over here and look at intellectual property licensing in Wikipedia. Intellectual property licensing in Wikipedia comes up as what? A license, right? Intellectual property licensing plays a major part in the role of business, academia, and broadcasting. Businesses practices such as franchising, technology takeover, patent licensing, real property, and trademark brand licensing are all using a license. So when the courts are over here arguing over whether it's just a hair braiding license, as you can see here, they not saying occupational license, even though this is the occupational saying she didn't have a license, a hair braiding license. They doing this on purpose. They do it. It's a racist tactic that they using on purpose for you not to know the difference because you would need to be more what they call highly educated, advanced educated to know that intellectual property licensing is different than occupational licensing and what the judge order. Okay, but I did go ahead and look over here for you guys so you can see that Pennsylvania here, this is Pennsylvania, this is their natural hair braiding license requirement. You got to be in a 10th grade education. So if you didn't graduate high school or have a 10th grade education, you can't get licensed with them anyway. You got to pay $118 initial fee to come. You got to take an exam. You got to have 300 hours and you got to pay $82 to renew. Okay. Over here also they have the hair braiding. Let me go down here and see. They have the hair braiding teachers train. That's what this is. And to be the hair braiding teacher in Pennsylvania, you got to have the high school diploma. Okay, so for some of these people that's saying that yeah, I do hair braiding, it might be the best. If you can't teach, you can't speak French, and be the hair braiding teacher. You gotta speak English and have a high school diploma in order to be the hair braiding teacher. Okay, they ain't said nothing about you gonna be able to speak French or any of them other languages. All right, so you need 500 hours. It's $118 initial fee and $120 to renew. Once again, I'm here to tell you about my business though, which is Eco Hair Braiders Association. As you can see, we have over 107 right here and even more hair braiders in our business. I am Denise Jarrett. I'm a licensed cosmetologist instructor and online school course provider. I know the tricks of the trade that the Board of Cosmetology is trying to play. And if you want to stop them comb cops from coming coming in your shop and sending you workout, join us at braiderscourse.com. Okay, because right now this is just gotten out of control, and yeah, we need to be on top of why they want to stop people from being able to have their own salon, close it down, go to school, pay all this money, and take you to court where you paying lawyers, doctors in New York to get their license. You got to do all this stuff. It's costing you all this money. And I just do not agree with that. Okay. So again, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and come back up. I'm Denise Jarrett. I'm at braiderscourse.com, and I'm here to help you stop the comb cops from coming in your shop. Join us today. Bye. Tired of they ass. Play too fucking much.